Brian Tracy made a great point. He said goals that are not in writing are not goals at all. They're merely wishes or fantasies. As you know by now, I'm convinced that a repeatable process one can depend on in all types of weather has to be a part of every financial advisor's repertoire. Step one in creating our repeatable process is to sort out and write down our goals. If you don't know what your goals are, take Thomas Watson's advice. He was asked how he built IBM. He said, I imagined what I wanted and I worked backwards. I'm also convinced that most advisors don't bother to write down goals, preferring really to keep them in their heads. That just doesn't work. Goals have to be in writing, and they've got to be on your desk in plain sight at all times so they can be referred to constantly. Your daily task is to hit your daily goals. Goals are simply a concrete way to measure your progress. I'm going to earn more money next year is not a goal. That's a Brian Tracy kind of dream. That's a desire. Desires cannot be measured. Concrete goals and the time you plan to achieve them are very measurable. Make your goals magnetic so they pull you toward them and make them achievable. I read an article where someone said, think of goals as mile markers on a long journey to a specific location. The mile markers measure your progress. They let you know you're heading in the right direction and you're making progress on your way to achieving your objective. So set concrete goals now. Having goals obviously is important. One question that we always have to ask ourselves is how committed are we to our goals? Having the passion to make them come true is as important as having them. And success takes a lot of planning, very meticulous planning. But it also takes drive and focus. Harvard Business School's Rosabeth Moss Cantor suggests you test yourself by answering these questions. These are great questions. I read an article she wrote. Number one, do you feel strongly about the importance of your goals? Why it's necessary to achieve your goals? Does your idea, your goal, match your values and belief? Is this something you've dreamed about for a long time? Is your goal vital to the future of people you care about? Does your goal get you excited when you think about it and share it with others? Is it realistic? Are you sincerely convinced that your goal will be achieved? Are you willing to put your credibility on the line for it? Can you make your goal the primary focus of your activities? Are you willing to devote your personal time, evenings, weekends, vacations to bring your goal to reality? Will you be able to reject criticism and negativity? And lastly, are you committed to the long term as you work toward your goal? Please take time. Remember, step number one is writing down your goals. After your goals, move over to mission statement.